Hi guys, welcome to Sunrise Strong. Thank you for joining me today. You will just need a block for our sitting warm-up posture, maybe for a couple of the stretches just to get deeper into it or add it for a modification. So if you have one, great. If you don't have one, remember you can always take a blanket, fold it up. For this beginning, you can seat it under you to just get your hips up off the floor a little bit. I also like to have a towel nearby that I can just fold up and put under my knees for any of the knee postures we're going to do. So that's the basics of what you need for that. Don't forget, in the description of the video, I have a link to my playlist with YouTube. There's a lot with music rights and all of that. So feel free to get a music playlist turned on. You can use mine, you can use yours. You can go without music if that's what's better for you. Just do what's good for you. Get it going, and we're going to get started seating. So just coming into a comfortable seat on that block or the blanket, whatever you're using to prop up your hips. And hands can come to rest on the tops of your knees, or if you want to bring them into that crease in your hips, you can do that too. And just closing down the eyes, coming into your breath. Setting an intention for your practice today. It can be something that you just want to focus on for the next hour. It can be something that you want to set an intention for your week, maybe your month, your year. Just finding something that means something to you. We're going to inhale, lift arms up, interlace your fingers, pressing palms up to the sky. With an exhale, side bend over to the right, just gentle to begin. Inhaling through center, exhaling over to the left. Again, just gentle to start. Inhaling through center. Exhale, release those arms, re-interlace behind your back. Press up with your chest. And with an exhale, coming back through center. Releasing arms down, going through that again. Inhale. Exhale, fingers interlace, pressing palms up. Exhaling over to the right. Maybe you get a little bit deeper. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling back through center. Exhale, release those arms, re-interlace behind your back, press open with your chest. And exhale, release your arms one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Interlacing those palms. Exhale, really press up to the sky. Take a breath in. And exhale, side bend over to the right. Maybe looking under that top arm if it feels okay on your neck, or looking down. Inhaling back through center. Exhale over to the left. Holding it here. Maybe you're getting a little bit deeper. Looking under that top arm if it feels good, or down to the ground. Just taking whatever feels good here. And bring it back through center. Exhale, release your arms. Interlacing those fingers. Really press open with the chest. Maybe let your head fall back. And release, coming through center. Staying seated, I just want you to remove the block so you're even now with the ground, still in that comfortable seat. Eyes are still closed down. Hands can just rest down on the knees. So we're going to take a look over on that right shoulder, getting that stretch in the neck first. And then taking that left arm, reaching it out, and just walking those fingertips out so you feel the stretch all the way down your left side. And bring everything back center. This time looking over the left, holding the stretch first, and then taking those right fingertips, walking them out, and feeling that stretch all the way down your right side. Bring it all through center. We're going to do that again, looking over the left. Fingertips walk out, left fingertips walk out. Back through center. This time looking over the left. Right fingertips come down, walking out as far as you can. And back through center. Taking some shoulder shrugging up. Exhale, roll it down. Inhaling, shrug up. Exhale, shrug down. One more. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale, release it down. Drawing some neck circles in one direction. Just taking it to the degree that feels good for you. And reversing in the other direction. Just take it nice and slow. And bring it back center. Fluttering open your eyes. So today we're going to take things a little bit different, adding a little bit more just like movement in general, not holding the poses quite as long. It's just kind of what my body had been craving, and so I want to teach to that. And I would love any feedback. If you like it, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. So here we go. We're going to start standing. So come to the top of your mat. And you're just going to take your forward fold, releasing everything down, letting your head hang heavy. Bending those knees as much as you need to get those hands down. Taking an inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising all the way up to mountain. And taking your right wrist, grabbing your left, pulling over to the right. Inhaling back through center. Exhale, grabbing the right wrist, pulling over to the left. Inhaling back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Now staying down, you're going to bend into your left knee. Left hand is down on the earth, and you're going to raise up with your right. So, left is down, right is lifted, left knee is bent. And then we're just going to take some arm circles in one direction, and reversing in the other. And bring it down, switching sides, right knee bends, right arm to the ground, left arm lifts up. And taking those circles, one direction, reversing in the other. Just getting our joints just nice and warm. And forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising up to mountain. And an exhale, hands down at heart center. Taking that one more time. Inhale, rise up. Right hand grabs left wrist, bending over to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, switch it out, bending over to the left. Inhaling back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Left hand down, left knee bends, right reaches. Circle in one direction, circle in the other. And bring it down, switch it out. Right knee bends, right arm down, left arm lifts. Circling in one direction and circling in the other. Bring it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Good, taking left foot back, we're going to step back into goddess pose. So you're in that wide sumo squat kind of position, toes are pointed out, arms are in that goal pose shape. And from here we're going to round like you're taking your cat, arms are forward, and then exhale, open up into cow, standing cow. Inhale, round like you're in that cat. Exhale, open up, shine your heart through. Inhale, round. Exhale, shine through. Two more. Inhale, round. Exhale, shine. Last one. Inhale, round. Exhale, shine. And coming back into that goddess, forming up our calves, we're going to rise up to right toes and lower. Left toes rise, lower. Right, left, right, left. Two more. Right, left, right, left. Hold your goddess, sink it down maybe another inch. And with an exhale, rise up to star. And exhale, turn those toes forward and forward fold. Just holding down here for a breath or two, feeling the stretch through your hamstrings. And inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk your hands over to the left, and you're coming into that pyramid pose, just for a breath. And stepping up, forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Now, taking the other side, I'm going to switch sides so it's facing you. We're going to come into that goddess pose. Right leg is stepping back, so we're opening up into that goddess squat. Those toes are pointed out into your sumo. Arms are dropped in that goalpost. And again, we take that rounded spine into cat. Open heart, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, shine your heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, shine. Two more. Inhale, round. Exhale, shine. Last one. Inhale, round. Exhale, shine. Holding that goddess. And going into those calf lifts. This time left lifts, then right. Left, right, left, right. Two more. Left, right, left, right. Hold it down. Maybe you get an inch lower. And side, big sigh all the way up. Turning those toes forward. Exhale, take that wide-legged forward fold. This time, if you want to walk your hands through, you could grab opposite ankle. Holding here for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, wherever you took your hands, bring them back to center. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walking those hands over to the left, stepping that foot back up top, and with an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising up into mountain. And exhale, hands down to heart. Now continuing with this theme of mixing it up, we are going to come down to a seat and come all the way back into that long body stretch. Inhale, bring that right knee, hug it in. Exhale, long body stretch. Inhale, left knee hugs in. And exhale, long body stretch. This time inhaling both knees into your chest. And exhale, long body stretch. We're going to go through that 2 more times. Inhaling the right. Exhale, stretch. Inhaling the left. Exhaling, long body stretch. 1 more. Inhaling, my apologies, hugging both knees in. Almost forgot it. Exhaling it all the way out. Now you have 1 more. Inhaling the right. Exhaling, long body stretch. Inhaling the left. Exhale, long body stretch. And bringing both in, hugging them in. This time rocking it side to side, releasing that low back. And from here, coming into your happy baby, grabbing the outsides of those feet, pulling them down to the earth. And again, just gentle rock side to side. Not staying here for long. And inhaling, hug those knees back in. We're going to take 3 rock and rolls to butterfly here. So lean back, rock it back, sit up to butterfly. Inhale, rock it back, and up to butterfly. 1 more time, rock it back, sit it up to butterfly, and holding the stretch here. If you're grabbing your feet, I like to rock it side to side just to start with, fluttering my knees. Just finding that comfortable position where you feel like you can really open up. Starting with some movement. And then holding it down, opening it up. And hugging it in. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And crossing your ankles, coming back through our box. And from our box, taking 3 circles to the right. Just nice, big circles. Stretching it out. And 3 to the left. And coming back through center. Dropping down through cow. And rounding into cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head into cow. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin into cat. 1 more time, dropping that belly down into cow. And rounding that spine, tucking your chin into cat. And coming through neutral, pressing back into your first downward facing dog. Walking heels out, or maybe it feels good for you just to hold the stretch. Taking what you need. And wherever you're at, hold still. We're going to drop our heels over to the right, bend the knees, stretch through, inhaling back through your regular down dog. This time, heels drop over to the left, bend your knees like you're loading a spring, And coming back through center down dog. Again, heels drop over to the right, bending into those knees. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling, drop heels to the left, bending into those knees. And back through center. Good. Walking those hands back to your feet. Holding your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands at heart. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Walking those hands forward to your plank. And dropping your knees down. Coming into child's pose. Holding for a few breaths. And shifting up into that box. Staying on your knees, lifting up your heels. We're going to take one tricep push-up, that half chaturanga. Push up, feet down, press back into downward facing dog. Good. Walking those hands back to your feet. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Taking that series 2 more times. We'll go through it a little bit quicker. Inhale into mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk it out to your plank. Dropping knees down. Coming back into that child's pose. One breath. And through box. Coming into that tricep push-up, half chaturanga from your knees. And back to your downward facing dog. Walking those hands to your feet. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands at heart. One more time. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release, walking it out to that plank. Lower your knees, come back through child's. Inhaling through box, lifting those heels up, dropping into that half chaturanga, pressing up, and back in your downward facing dog. Holding here. Together, we're going to take a nice big breath in. And exhale, side out. Good. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step, jump, or float, feet to hands. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, rise to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump, or float. Feet back into plank. Lower your knees down or take your full chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And back into that downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. And with an exhale, bend that knee, open up that hip. You can stay or draw those circles. Just loosening up that hip. You're drawing those circles, make sure you reverse. And when you're all evened out, coming back into that still open hip twist. And we're going to exhale, we're going to take that right foot and step to the outside of our right hand for lizard. Dropping down the knee, holding for a breath. And then pressing back up, open hip twist. Good, taking that again, stepping to the outside of your right. You can stay up on your knee or keep it dropped down. Inhale one more time back into that open hip twist. And exhale, stepping back into that lizard. And everyone dropping down that left knee, uncurling those toes, walking your hand to the outside of your foot, pulling back into a half split. Re-bend back into that lunge. Exhale, pull back, half split. Inhaling, press forward. Exhale, pull back, and we're going to hold. So for some people, fingertips is enough stretch. You might be able to walk palms out, walking fingertips forward. For other people, you can take a block and have it, if you have two, you can hold them both up so you don't have to reach down as far. Lots of different options with this half split. Just getting that good stretch right here. And with an inhale, pressing back into that lunge. Toes curl under, lift up that left knee so you're in your runner's lunge. And with an inhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hand to heart. Inhale, the mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your flow. Or remember, if you want to hold plank the whole time, or if you just want to go straight back into your down dog, those options are always there. Also, you can always come down to your child's pose until you hear that we're going back into our downward facing dog. This time, left leg lifts. And with an exhale, bending that knee, open hip twist. Staying here or drawing those hip circles. Trying to mirror what you did on the other side. So your body is nice and even. You know me, I'm all about that. Even life. And coming back into that still hip twist. And bringing that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Dropping that knee down if you want. Staying for a breath. Inhale, left leg lifts back, open hip twist. Exhale, back into lizard. One more time, inhaling, open hip twist. Exhale, forward into lizard. Staying here for that stretch. Everybody drop down that back. Right knee, uncurl those toes. Staying for the stretch. And then walking that foot to the middle of your hands, pulling back, half split. Inhaling forward to lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, forward to lunge. Exhale, half split, holding this time. Again, remember your options. Fingertips, palms down, walking forward, or those blocks to hold up so that way you don't have to reach down quite as far. So working on getting that nice long stretch through the back of that leg. Releasing all those muscles. And inhaling back into that kneeling runner's lunge. Lifting, tucking toes, lifting up the back knee so you're in a strong runner's lunge. And with an exhale, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up to mountain. And exhale, hand start center. With an inhale, we're going to lift up those arms, raise up to chair. And with an exhale, low chair, abs on thighs. Again, inhale up into high chair. Exhale, low chair, abs to thighs. Inhale up to high chair. Exhale, last time, low chair. And with an inhale, standing all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, taking your flow, step, jump, or float back into your plank through chaturanga, upward facing dog, or cobra, and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog, and bringing that knee to your right tricep, we're going to take 3 elevators. So with that right knee, you're going to lower down to your right wrist. Inhale it up. That's 1. Lower to your wrist. Inhale, lift. That's 2. One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And back into that 3-legged dog. And coming through warrior 1. Lifting up. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Reversing it back. Inhaling back through warrior 2. Cartwheel, hands down. Stepping back into your plank. You can keep that leg lifted to take your flow back into your downward facing dog. Good, same thing. Other side, left leg lifts. Inhaling, bringing that left knee to that left tricep. Elevators, lower down to left wrist. Exhale it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, squeeze. And press back to your 3-legged dog. And step through. Warrior 1. Rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhaling, reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. And taking your flow, cartwheel down. Remember, you can keep that left leg lifted while you take your chaturanga through your upward facing dog or cobra. And back into that downward facing dog. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float. Feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise to mountain. And exhale, hands at heart center. Adding on to our chairs we did before, so dropping down into that high chair. Coming forward into that low chair as suffice. Inhale up to high. Exhale, low. One more. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. This time when you're in low, bringing your hands to heart center. And we're going to twist that right elbow to the outside of your right knee. Checking your alignment, making sure that your knees aren't jutted out in front of one another. Trying to keep them as even as you can. Really working on pressing those palms together. Holding here. Inhale through center. Exhale, rise up. And hands at heart center. Good, other side. Inhaling through chair. Exhaling to low chair. Taking those hands forward, heart center. This time bringing right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Again, checking that alignment. Making sure one's not jutted over in front of the other. Really pressing into those palms. Opening up, twisting out to the left. Breathing here. And inhale back through center. Exhale up and back into your heart center. Inhale, big breath to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your flow. Remembering you can always skip or hold plank or even go into that child's pose. Good, adding on back into our downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Inhale, bend it forward to that tricep. 2 elevators this time, lowering down. Inhale, lift, one more, lower down. Exhale, lift, and step it back. Stepping through warrior one. And with an inhale, we're going to take a charging warrior, bending it forward. And inhale, opening up warrior two. Exhale, reverse it back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, going into side angle. So right elbow drops down to right knee. Left arm lifts up. You can keep it lifted. Drop it back behind you. If you're ready and you want to take a wrap, you can go for that. A bind, a wrap, same, right? Holding it here wherever you are. Making sure you're not leaning forward. Don't lean forward just to get a bind, because then you don't get the full thing out of the posture. So really making sure you keep that chest shining forward, shoulders lifted. And with an inhale, lift back up into warrior two. And reverse it back. Exhaling, taking your flow with that option to keep that right leg lifted until you get back into that downward facing dog. Second side, left leg lifts. Inhaling, bring it forward to that tricep, 2 elevators, lower to your wrist. Exhale, lift, lower to your wrist. Exhale, lift. Step back into that 3-legged dog and bringing it forward. Warrior one, lift up. Exhale forward into that charging warrior. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, reverse that warrior. Inhaling back through your warrior two. And exhaling down to that side angle. This time the left arm is down on that left thigh. You can always bring it to the inside of that left leg if you're there, if that feels good. Checking your alignment, trying to get that knee right over the ankle as much as you can. Again, chest is lifted proud, shoulders are back. That top arm can stay up, or it can come down behind your back. Option to take your bind. Most importantly, just breathing, feeling the posture. And inhaling up into warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhaling, exhale, take your flow with that option to keep that left leg lifted until you get back to that downward facing dog. Breathe in here. Together, we're going to breathe in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. One more, inhaling through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Good, on your inhale, you're going to bend your knees. Exhale, step, jump, or float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, rise up to mountain. And exhale, hands, heart. Good, taking that chair series again and adding on again. So inhale, rising up into chair. Exhale, coming into that low chair. Inhale, come all the way up into standing. Exhale, high chair. Come forward to your low chair. And inhale all the way up to standing. Drop down, high chair. And low chair. Bring it all the way up into standing. Last time, drop it down into high chair. Coming forward into your low chair. And then bringing those hands forward to your heart. And actually stay facing. We're going to twist that left elbow to the outside of the right knee like we did before. But this time we're going to add a step back with the leg. So you're in your twisted runner's lunge. Left leg is back, right leg is forward. Trying to get that right knee over the right ankle. If this is too much up here, you can always drop that back knee down and stay twisted up here. So options to stay here or bring it up. Taking a couple breaths here. And stepping back into that chair twist. Inhale back into low chair. And all the way up. Nice back bend. And hands at heart center. Good. Second side. Inhaling into chair. Exhaling into low chair. Inhale, bring those hands to heart. This time, right elbow twisting to the outside of the left knee. Finding your twist first, checking your alignment, and then stepping back with that right leg into that twisted runners. Again, option to drop that right knee. And you still get just as good of a twist doing it here as you do up. Holding it here. Breathing through the twist. You have 2 more breaths. And stepping back into your twisted chair, back through center, and exhale, stand it up, roll back bend, and hands to heart, good. Inhale to mountain, exhale, forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, take it back, going through your flow, or skipping it and taking the option that feels best. And setting those knees down, coming into child's pose. Just staying here for a couple of breaths. Breath. And pressing back into that downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step, jumper, float. Feet up to hands. We're going to come back into our seat and up into boat pose. Lots of options here. Hands can be up. Hands can be down. And feet can always stay down. The level to which your legs extend is all just about hamstring flexibility. Doesn't mean you're a better yogi than anybody else. It just shows that your hamstrings are more flexible than others. I run, my hamstrings are not always so bueno, so right here is where I'm happy to be. With an exhale coming down, low boat. Inhale up to boat. Exhale, low boat, engage that core. Up to high boat. We have 3 more, lower down. Lift up. 2 more, lower down. Lift up. Last one, lower down. And exhale, low all the way down. Way all the way down. Bringing those feet down to the ground. We're actually going to come back up into a seated position. So fingertips are going to be pointed towards your gluteus maximus. And we're going to lift up into bridge. From here, we're going to do some pull throughs. So you're going to drop your hips down, tuck down, try to keep it a hover, and then inhaling back into box. So you're really working on pulling through, engaging that core, staying up on your heels, lift it up with your core, and pressing back. 3 more, pull it through, squeeze your core, lift, back through, pull it through, back up to bridge. I think we have one more. We might be doing extra. Pull it through, hold it, squeeze, hand back into that bridge, and setting it down. Give yourself a nice hug, and coming back into those rocking rolls to butterfly, reaching up, rocking back to butterfly. One more rock back, butterfly hold here, and crossing those ankles, coming through. You can step, jump, or float back into your plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, cobra, back into your downward facing dog. Last time through our flow, inhaling, right leg lifts, exhale, open hip twist, stay or flip. Inhaling back up into that open hip. Exhale, three-legged dog. Bring that right knee forward, one elevator, lower it down to your wrist, lift it up. Exhale, send it back. Warrior one, right leg through, lift it up. Exhale, that charging warrior. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse it back. Inhale, back through warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, one more time, reverse it back. And take your flow, that option to keep that right leg lifted, or skipping it entirely and just moving back and down dog. Good, this time left leg lifts, open that hip, stay or flip your dog, and inhale, left leg lifts, bringing that left knee forward, one elevator, lower, lift, send it back, inhale it through, warrior one, come into that charging warrior, and opening up, warrior two, exhaling, reverse, inhaling, warrior one, exhale, side angle, inhale up to warrior one, two, exhale, reverse, and taking that flow, option to keep that leg lifted, and back into that down dog. Inhale up forward, exhale, step, jump, or float, feet to hands, inhaling halfway, exhale, release, inhale, rise up, and exhale, hands to heart. Last time through our chair series, inhaling through chair, exhale, low chair, inhale up to standing, exhaling down into chair, through low chair, and all the way up into standing. Last one, dropping down through chair, into your low chair. This time, hands coming to heart center, twisting that right elbow to, or left elbow to the outside of your right knee, and stepping back with that left foot. Stay here, or if you want to lift up, you can add in that challenge. You can always stay here. Remember, that option is to always have that knee down. One more breath. Step left foot to meet the right. You're in that chair twist. Inhaling through center. Exhale, stand. And hands at heart. Inhale, dropping into that high chair. Exhale, low chair. Inhaling, hands to heart center. Right elbow twist to outside of the left knee. And right steps back. Again, knee can be dropped. You can stay in that lunge. Or if you're ready, lifting up through that right leg is lifted. Left foot is stable Have all your weight down in it. Holding for a breath. And exhale, stepping it forward, holding that twist, one more breath. Inhaling through center. And exhale up into that back bend. And hands at heart. Last time through your flow. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release, step, jumper, float. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, or downward facing dog. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, side out. Again, inhale. And exhale, side out. Good, lifting that right leg up and bringing that knee in so it's in about alignment with that right wrist. Left foot comes over to the left wrist and setting up for pigeon. So before you set your knee down and unwind, look over that left shoulder, right shoulder, make sure you can see that left foot, and then step it down. You can stay up. You can bring a block to hold on to, your elbows to hold to. You can bring it all the way down, bringing that forehead down. If laying on your knee on this way doesn't feel so hot, you can always come back to your back. Left foot is down, right crosses over left, and you pull in through. Right arm comes by your right thigh, left is on the outside of your left, and then you pull in. I like to use my right elbow to open up my right knee, so it really gets into that right hip. So that is always an option if this variation of pigeon does not feel great for you. You've got about 3 more breaths here. And this is one of those poses that you really have to keep breathing past the point of where it feels uncomfortable, because that's when you truly get into the pose. Good, you've got 1 more breath. And from here, we're going to come over to that right side, bring that left leg around and on the outside of your right knee. So you're in a seated position. So it's like your left leg is, or right leg is like it's still in pigeon, and your right foot has just come to the outside of your right knee. And then we're going to inhale and exhale, twist. Right arm comes to the outside of the left. Left hand is down on the ground. Twisting, looking over that left shoulder. And taking a counter twist, bringing those hands to the right side. You can walk it around and over, looking over that right. And then bring it back center. I like to step back into down dog, lift my right, maybe shake it out. I like to pump it in and out. And then bring it back down. Left leg, inhale, lift it up. And exhale, bring that left knee, left wrist. That right foot's about it, that right wrist. Again, looking over that right shoulder, over the left. Make sure you can see that foot. Step it down, nice and long. Again, stay up. You can use your block. Just making sure you're not leaning over to one side. You want to stay right in the center so your hips really have a chance to release. Again, that option to come to your back Right foot is down, left crosses over, left grabs in between your two legs, right's on the outside, and you pull forward. Again, I like to use my left elbow to press out my left knee so it really opens up into that hip. Good, you've got about 3 more breaths here. Again, breathing through the uncomfiness. Sometimes words are a challenge, you know. Just get all tongue-tied. Good, you've got 1 more breath. And coming over to that left side, you're on that left hip. Left leg stays exactly as it is, and that right leg comes up and over. So, facing you. Left leg is still in that L, that 7 position from pigeon. Right is just on the outside of that left knee. And then we're going to inhale up. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Left arm on the outside of that right knee, really twisting. Right hand is down on the ground or even a block and looking over that right shoulder. Breathing through. And bringing those hands for a counter twist, walking them over to the left, looking over that left shoulder. And bringing it back through center, unwrapping, again, stepping back into that down dog, taking that knee pump, if that's what you like, maybe shaking it out, and setting it down, knees come down, and we're just going to come over to a seated position, legs are out, straight in front of you, inhale, arms up. Exhale, seated forward fold. Bend those knees as much as you need to grab onto your feet. And then I just like to walk back 1 cheek at a time until my knees are straight. Really focusing on releasing through your neck. So take a nice inhale. Exhale, fold. See if you can get an inch lower. Do it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, get an inch lower and just hold. Breathing through. And inhale, slowly rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. And bring those feet to the ground. Coming back to your back, lowering down 1 vertebrae at a time. Keeping those feet on the ground. Coming through 1 bridge or wheel pose. Just holding here for a couple of breaths. Different variations. You can roll shoulders under, really opening up through that chest, through the heart. You can take a block and put it under your sacrum and hold up. You can also take a block in between your knees to work on squeezing your knees in. Or you can go into your full wheel pose if that's in your practice. You've got about 2 more breaths. And with an exhale, lowering down 1 vertebrae at a time, hugging knees into your chest, rocking it side to side. From here, taking any inversion that feels good for you. You can come into happy baby. You can come shoulder stand, or just legs up the wall. I like to do legs up the wall. with a block under my sacrum, so that way it really just kind of helps me release. Taking your variation. I always like to roll out my ankles and point and flex. Kind of pay attention to those parts of you that hold you up all day, or are about to hold you up for the day. And then if you're in your shoulder stand, you can come forward into plow, the deaf man's pose. If you have that block written out, and everyone meet, hugging knees into your chest, rocking gentle side to side. Inhaling knees into your nose. And exhale, nice long body stretch. And coming into your resting pose, Shavasana. I know with home practice, a lot of people I've heard have been skipping out on Shavasana just because it's hard when you're not in a studio setting to really just like totally relax like this. So it's not going to be long today. I challenge you to stay in it. You had a great practice. You moved for the last hour, so it's good just to take those last couple of minutes to let your body relax before you continue on with your day. So just fully letting your body relax down into the earth. From the top of your head, all the way down into your toes. Just letting your body melt. And before adding any movement into your body, before you continue on with the rest of your day, take a moment here just to take a full body scan. Scanning from your head all the way down into your toes, just see how it feels. See if you have any areas of tightness, where you might be holding stress, anxiety. Maybe it's just as simple as a muscle tightness. So together, taking another body scan, this time when you get to that area where you feel something, I want you to take a big breath in. And exhale, side out, release it, let it go. Again, taking that body scan, finding that area that needs a little extra love and light. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, side out, sending the love, but also releasing it. Good. Starting to wiggle your fingers and toes. Rolling out your wrists and ankles. Turning your head from side to side. And with an inhale, reaching those arms above your head, taking that nice long full body stretch. And then coming over to your favorite left or right side, hugging your knees in for that fetal pose. If you've taken one of my classes before, I've mentioned this is one of my favorite parts of winding down my practice. I think as a teacher, I like to stay in it a little bit longer before I rush on, just because it feels so good. And I guess it's time. So we'll come up into a seated position, keeping those eyes closed down, starting like we did in the beginning. Hands can be on the knees or resting on that hip crease. Just breathing here. And checking back in with that intention. See how it guided you through that practice. See if it's something you want to take with you. Together we're going to inhale, lifting those arms. Hands come to touch. And with an exhale, closing hands down at heart center. I thank you all for taking your time to practice with me today. I look forward to seeing you in person one day. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys again so much for joining me today. Make sure you connect with me. I have all of my social media and different website technology platforms that you can connect with me. We can get to know one another. Maybe you could let me know some things you'd like to see, some things that could be different. Just whatever it might look like is fine. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.